Hey everyone, how's it going? Today, I want to chat about something that's been a game changer for a lot of people, including me, woodworking. If you've heard of TedsWoodworking, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But if you haven't, no worries. I'm here to introduce you to something that's the perfect complement for anyone who loves creating things with their own two hands. I'm talking about Ultimate Small Shop. Let's start with the basics. Why woodworking? For me, woodworking is more than just a hobby. It's a way to express myself, to relax, and of course, to create amazing things that I can use in my home or even sell. Have you ever thought about building your own dining table, a custom bookshelf, or even a toy for your kids? It's an incredible feeling to see a project go from an idea in your head to something real and tangible. But let's be real, woodworking can get expensive. Tools, machines, materials, it all adds up fast. And if you're just starting out, it can be overwhelming to look at the list of things you need to buy. That's exactly what made me start looking for alternatives. And that's how I stumbled across Ultimate Small Shop. If you're familiar with TedsWoodworking, you know it's an amazing resource for detailed plans and step-by-step projects. But Ultimate Small Shop takes it a step further. It's not just about building furniture or wood projects. It's about building the tools you use to make all of that. Yeah, you heard me right. Homemade tools, built by you. When I first heard about this, I was a little skeptical. Like, can I really build my own tools? But then I thought, why not? If I'm already building furniture, why not build the machines that help me do it? And that's when I dove headfirst into Ultimate Small Shop. What really caught my attention was how practical it is. The guide is super detailed, with step-by-step instructions, diagrams, and even videos. And it's not just for experts either. I'm a hands-on guy, but far from a professional, and I was able to follow along without any issues. The feeling of seeing a machine you built yourself actually work is indescribable. It's like, wow, I made this. And the best part, the savings. Instead of spending a fortune on industrial machines, you can build your own versions for a fraction of the cost. Not only does this make woodworking more affordable, but it also gives you total control over what you're using. Need a specific saw for a project? You can build it. Want a sander with a custom design? No problem. Ultimate Small Shop gives you that freedom. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, but does this really work? I get it. I had the same doubts. But here's the thing. The people behind Ultimate Small Shop aren't just anyone. They're the same creators behind TedsWoodworking, which has helped thousands of people get into woodworking. They spent 2 years developing this product, testing it, tweaking it, and making sure everything works perfectly. And the results speak for themselves. Over 25,000 transactions and a ton of happy customers, myself included. And you know what else? This isn't just for people who already have experience. If you're just starting out, Ultimate Small Shop is a great way to learn the basics while setting up your own workspace. And if you're a seasoned pro, you'll love the chance to customize your tools and save some serious cash. Honestly, I could go on and on about this, but I think you get the idea. In the next part, I'll dive deeper into what exactly you'll find inside Ultimate Small Shop and how it can be the perfect complement to TedsWoodworking. So stay tuned, because there's a lot more good stuff coming your way. Now, let's dig a little deeper into what it actually offers and how it might be useful. No hype, no pressure, just straight up info. Sound good? So, Ultimate Small Shop is basically a guide that teaches you how to set up your own woodworking shop on a budget. The main idea is that instead of dropping a ton of cash on expensive tools and machines, you can learn how to build your own DIY versions. This could be a game changer for beginners who don't want to spend a fortune right off the bat, or even for more experienced folks who want to save some money or customize their tools. The guide comes with step-by-step instructions, diagrams, and even videos that show you how to build things like table saws, sanders, and other handy woodworking machines. It also includes tips on how to organize your workshop, whether you've got a big space like a garage or just a small corner in your basement or backyard. The video tutorials are especially helpful if you're more of a visual learner and prefer watching someone do it rather than just reading or looking at pictures. Another cool thing about Ultimate Small Shop is that it's all about saving money. It teaches you how to repurpose materials, where to find parts and tools for cheap, and how to avoid unnecessary expenses. For beginners, this can make a huge difference because, let's be real, woodworking can get expensive fast if you don't know where to start. Now, building your own tools isn't for everyone. If you'd rather just buy everything ready-made and jump straight into projects, this might not be your thing. But if the idea of building building your own machines and customizing your workshop sounds fun, then it's definitely worth checking out. One thing that stands out is that Ultimate Small Shop was created by the same team behind Ted's Woodworking, which is already pretty well known in the woodworking world. They spent 2 years developing this product, testing and tweaking everything to make sure it works well. That gives it some credibility since they've got experience in the market and know what they're doing. Of course, like any product, it has its pros and cons. On the plus side, it can help you save money and learn new skills, like building and maintaining your own tools. On the downside, if you don't have much time or patience for DIY projects, you might find it's not worth the effort. It really depends on your style and what you're looking for. At the end of the day, Ultimate Small Shop seems like a solid option for anyone who wants to dive into woodworking in a more hands-on and budget-friendly way. It's not a magic solution, but it could be a great complement if you're already using Ted's Woodworking or other woodworking resources. Now, let's talk about how this ties into Ted's Woodworking. If you're familiar with Ted's Woodworking, you know it's a massive collection of woodworking plans and projects. It's great for people who want to dive right into building furniture, decor, or other wood items. But here's the thing, Ultimate Small Shop complements it perfectly. Think of it this way, Ted's Woodworking gives you the what, tons of projects to build. Ultimate Small Shop gives you the how, the tools and workspace to make those projects happen. It's like having the recipe, Ted's Woodworking, and the kitchen setup, Ultimate Small Shop, to cook up something amazing. For example, let's say you find a cool table plan in Ted's Woodworking, but you don't have the right tools to build it. Instead of spending hundreds of dollars on a table saw or a sander, you could use Ultimate Small Shop to build those tools yourself. Not only does this save you money, but it also gives you a deeper understanding of how the tools work, which can make you a better woodworker in the long run. Another way to look at it is that Ted's Woodworking is more about the creative side of woodworking, designing and building beautiful things. Ultimate Small Shop is about the practical side, setting up your shop and making sure you've got the right tools to bring those designs to life. Together, they cover both ends of the spectrum, which is why they work so well as a combo. But let's keep it real for a second. Ultimate Small Shop isn't for everyone. If you're someone who just wants to buy tools and start building right away, this might feel like an extra step. Building your own tools takes time, effort, and a willingness to learn. It's not a quick fix, but for the right person, it can be incredibly rewarding. On the flip side, if you're the kind of person who loves DIY projects and enjoys the process of building things from scratch, then Ultimate Small Shop could be right up your alley. It's not just about saving money, it's about the satisfaction of creating something with your own hands, whether it's a piece of furniture or the tools you use to make it. Now, let's talk about some real-life examples. I've heard from a few people who've used Ultimate Small Shop, and the feedback is pretty interesting. One guy I talked to said he was able to set up a fully functional workshop in his garage for less than $500. He built his own table saw, sander, and even a dust collection system. He said it took some time and effort, but the savings were worth it, and he learned a lot along the way. Another person mentioned that they loved the customization aspect. They were able to build tools that fit their specific needs, like a compact sander for small projects and a larger table saw for bigger ones. They said it made their workflow so much smoother and more efficient. Of course, not everyone has the same experience. Some people found the process a bit overwhelming at first, especially if they were new to woodworking. But the ones who stuck with it said the step-by-step instructions and videos made it manageable, even for beginners. So, where does that leave us? Here's the bottom line. Ultimate Small Shop is a solid resource for anyone who's serious about woodworking and wants to take a more hands-on, budget-friendly approach. It's not a magic solution, and it's not for everyone. But if you're willing to put in the time and effort, it can pay off in a big way. And when you pair it with Ted's Woodworking, you've got a pretty powerful combo. One gives you the plans and projects, and the other gives you the tools and workspace to make it happen. It's like having the best of both worlds. At the end of the day, whether or not Ultimate Small Shop is right for you depends on your goals, your budget, and how much you enjoy the DIY process. If you're someone who loves building things and wants to save money while learning new skills, it's definitely worth considering. But if you're more about jumping straight into projects and don't want to deal with building tools, then it might not be the best fit. Either way, I hope this breakdown has given you a clearer picture of what Ultimate Small Shop is all about and how it connects to Ted's Woodworking. If you've got any questions or want to share your own experiences, feel free to drop a comment. And if you decide to give it a try, let me know how it goes. I'd love to hear your story.